Before the cameras rolled on episode 9, before the shouting at Coyote Pass, before Robyn's desperate search to pull a drowning family back together, Janelle faced a quiet tragedy no one saw coming. A loss so personal, so deeply wounding, that even Kody didn't know how to reach her. This is the untold story of how grief, silence, and betrayal collided in one explosive moment. A moment that changed everything. But the real question is this. Was this tragedy the final push that made Janelle walk away, forever? Tonight, we go deeper than the episode aired. We uncover the human story, the woman behind the headlines. Because the path to Coyote Pass was never about land. It was about loss, loyalty, and the breaking of a mother's heart. Sister Wives, star Janelle Brown recently suffered a devastating personal loss with the passing of her beloved friend Angela Moody. Moody was seen in the Sunday, November 16th, episode of the TLC series. During the closing credits, however, the show revealed her passing with a tribute that read, "In memory of Angela Moody." Janelle Brown embraces Angela Moody friendship. Janelle, who separated from husband Kody Brown in December 2023, explained that it was difficult for her to make friends in Flagstaff, Arizona, after the family relocated from Las Vegas. "I struggled for years to find friends in Flagstaff, and then I finally found them about a year or so before I moved away," she said during a confessional during Sunday's episode. Following her split, Janelle moved from the family home in Arizona to North Carolina with her daughter and grandchildren. In the recent episode, she returned to Arizona to finalize the sale of her portion of Coyote Pass, land purchased by the family with the intent to build a compound. She was seen enjoying a girls' lunch with Angela and pal Christina as the ladies gossiped about Kody. Fans were shocked to learn of Angela's passing just moments later. What happened to Angela Moody? While Angela's cause of death was not revealed publicly, her daughter, Taylor Reynoso, explained that she passed away, unexpectedly. "My mom was the heart of our home, always cooking healthy homemade meals, keeping things organized, and making sure everyone was cared for. She was a constant source of comfort, strength, and love for our family," Taylor shared in a GoFundMe set up to help raise funds of Angela's husband, Craig, and their minor son Isaac. Janelle IG post. "I've been thinking a lot lately about friendships in this stage of life. Honestly, it wasn't until I read Mel Robbins' Let Them that I fully understood how much our friendships are shaped by shared life stages and what I call being in the same neighborhood, not literally, but emotionally. Walking through the same seasons at the same time. It also made me deeply grateful for the friends who have been quietly showing me the way. The ones who made the effort, who invited this dedicated homebody out to dinner or to a show, or even to play bingo. The Vegas years were such a gift, and I didn't even realize it at the time. When I moved to Flagstaff, it took a few years to find my footing, and COVID certainly didn't help. 9. But eventually, I found a few amazing women who went out of their way to make me feel like had community again. But it felt so awkward in the early stages of getting acquainted, building that friendship. And I learned another important thing. Friendships outside of the neighborhood take intention. They require effort, and sometimes awkwardness, but if everyone keeps showing up and doing their part, something real forms. That lesson carried me when I relocated to North Carolina. I had these rich friendships scattered across the country, And because we had established them intentionally, we've been able to maintain them. But I also knew I needed community here. So I stayed open, kept my eyes open for opportunity, an invite for dinner or to go somewhere, attend an event, anything. And slowly they came. And here I am again, showing up, stretching out of my comfort zone, following the same steps to build new relationships in this new chapter of my life. Angela passed away suddenly on October 1st. She was just 51 years old. Janelle Brown opened up about friendship. Janelle took to Instagram on Sunday to share her feelings about friendship. I've been thinking a lot lately about friendships in this stage of life. Honestly, it wasn't until I read Mel Robbins' Let Them that I fully understood how much our friendships are shaped by shared life stages and what I call being in the same neighborhood, not literally, but emotionally. Walking through the same seasons at the same time, she captioned a series of friendly photos. I found a few amazing women who went out of their way to make me feel like I had community again, she continued. But it felt so awkward in the early stages of getting acquainted, building that friendship. And I learned another important thing: friendships outside of the neighborhood take intention. Now I uncover Sister Wives Spoilers Season 20, Episode 9, Standoff on Coyote Pass. Janelle is done, Robyn's search. Sister Wives spoilers for Sunday, November 23 indicate there is a standoff at Coyote Pass. Janelle Brown is done with Kody Brown. Robyn looks for new pastors for her daughters. A meeting at Coyote Pass. Kody's has found a buyer for Coyote Pass, only he wants the whole piece of land at one time. Unfortunately for Kody, he cannot sell without Meri Brown's name being where it is supposed to be on the deeds. Everyone meets at the Coyote Pass property to sign the deeds and get this property off of their hands so they can move on with their lives. Meri and Janelle were the first to arrive. Meri and Janelle go cold and decided to sit in vehicles while they wait. Robyn Brown and Kody Brown arrive and sit in their vehicle discussing why no one is getting out. All of them have to wait on the seller to arrive. Finally, they can all sign off the deeds and get rid of the property and their last connection to each other. Janelle Brown is done with Kody Brown. Janelle is more than excited about this meeting because she wants to be done with Kody Brown for good. Janelle has been through enough with this man. Janelle also touches base with her friends she made before leaving Flagstaff. Janelle is just concerned with putting this chapter behind her. Janelle now lives in North Carolina and is happy to not have to come back to Arizona at all. If Kody doesn't have these deeds fixed with Meri's name where it is supposed to be, she refuses to sign the paperwork. Meri wants everything the way it is supposed to be so she can walk away from this mess lock, stock, and barrel. Meri has other things to do than to play games. All Meri wants is a fair deal and a clean break. Robyn Brown searches for new pastors. Robyn's daughters have been doing to church with Christian pastors. However, Robyn is actively looking for new pastors for her daughters when Aurora Brown found this church herself and hasn't mentioned wanting to switch churches, but she has only been seen with her boyfriend lately. What is the problem with those pastors now? Will everything be settled with the family this time, or will everyone have to wait on the new deeds before the property is sold? Meri feels that Kody has already tried to cheat her and she's not about to allow that to happen. Will everyone be happy once this property is sold and gone for good now that the family has separated? Why fans think the show could be ending after season 21. Sister Wives fans think the show could end after season 21, or Christine Brown could exit, based on a conversation between her and her husband, David Woolley. On the Sunday, November 16 episode of the TLC series, David poked fun at Brown's pile of Amazon boxes as she talked about making diaper cakes for two of their daughters who were pregnant for their baby showers. "So what's gonna happen down the road when we rely on my income only?" he wondered aloud. To that, Christine confessed, "I seriously am up half the night sometimes thinking about, I'm just spending too much money. I just know that I am." She then admitted during a chat with producers, "There's boxes pretty much daily on the porch that get delivered." When David asked if she had a budget when she was married to Kody Brown alongside his three other wives, Meri Brown, Janelle Brown and Robyn Brown, Christine pointed out, "We had no money. When the kids were younger, none. I'd have to put stuff back at the grocery store." David also pointed out, "Sooner or later, we got to start looking at where we're gonna be at 10 years down the road. I don't know what we're going to do with Truly," Christine said of her and Kody's youngest child together. "She definitely wants to go to college. She's definitely going to college. And I don't know, things could be very different by then. And if we only have David's money to go at that point, then we'll have to talk about that more." On Reddit, Sister Wives fans speculated about Christine and David's money conversation. One Redditor shared, "I'm thinking he was talking about retirement. David probably has retirement accounts, and she doesn't. She also probably doesn't have enough Social Security credits for anything." A different Redditor agreed, writing, "Show can't go on forever etc." As someone else pointed out, that's why he got her to buy those rentals to give her passive income. Someone else echoed, "From David's words, I took it as Christine having zero retirement financial plan or savings." On TikTok, however, some fans speculated that Christine might leave Sister Wives, or the show may end after season 21, which she previously confirmed they were already filming. Did David Woolley from Sister Wives just basically let it slip that Sister Wives is coming to an end? Podcaster Sarah Fraser asked her TikTok followers, "Is this an official announcement? She's leaving the show?" One fan replied, "It's about time. This is a wrung-out show and they are all phoning it in. How many times can he hear these same stories? He's being logical," another shared, as someone else wrote, "It can't go on forever." Meanwhile, yet another TikTok user commented, "Maybe they are just gonna live their lives normally and privately." Fans of Sister Wives are not so sure how much longer the show will be around. During the Sunday, November 16 episode of the TLC series, Christine Brown and her husband, David Woolley, discussed their financial future. "So what's gonna happen down the road when we rely on my income only?" Woolley asked. "I seriously am up half the night sometimes thinking about how I'm just spending too much money," Christine confessed. "I just know that I am." When it came to Christine's 6 children, she shares Aspen, 30, McKelty, 29, Peyton, 27, Gwendolyn, 24, Isabel, 22, and Truly, 15 with ex-husband Kody Brown. She told Woolley that she and Kody used to use a family account to fund their education. That was like a big deal for Kody, not getting into debt for college, Christine shared in her confessional while discussing assisting her kids with their education. "If I can help take the stress off of them, I don't see a problem with that, with helping them. I don't know what we're going to do with Truly. She definitely wants to go to college. She's definitely going to college, Christine told cameras about the teen. And I don't know, things could be very different by then. And if we only have David's money to go at that point, then we'll have to talk about that more. After the episode aired, TikToker Sarah Fraser posted a video speculating that the couple's conversation could indicate the show is ending soon, as they will no longer have Christine's income to rely on. Fans took to the comments section to share their thoughts. All I got from that was eventually it will come to an end, the show, one person wrote. We all know it's true. I mean, storyline is pretty boring now. Everyone is so far apart. I feel like it's pretty much done, a second chimed in. It can't go on forever, a third fan pointed out. Another fan wondered whether the conversation was about Kody not being responsible for paying any child support in the near future, writing, I think he meant that they would not have payments from Kody for Truly once she's 18. Before you go, tell us in the comments. Do you think Janelle will ever forgive Kody after everything she's endured? Your voice matters. Your story matters. And your engagement helps this story reach more Sister Wives fans across the world. Smash the like button, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for our next documentary. Robyn's Untold Diary. What she confessed when cameras stopped rolling.